The 70s, 80s, and 90s were Hollywood's golden years, when beautiful and talented actresses captivated millions of viewers around the world. Every glance and every performance carried emotion, elegance, and a timeless charm. Join Star Time USA as we travel back in time to relive their everlasting beauty, then and now. Patrick Duffy, born March 17, 1949, became a television icon as Bobby Ewing in Dallas, 1978, when he was 29. Now 76, he remains beloved for his warmth, sincerity, and long-lasting presence in American television. With a career defined by artistry and depth, Liv Ullmann, born December 16, 1938, captivated audiences as Elisabeth Vogler in Ingmar Bergman's Persona, 1966, when she was 28. At 86, she stands as one of cinema's most respected and soulful figures. Born March 11, 1951, Dominique Sanda made a striking debut as Ada in 1976, when she was just 25. Now 74, the French actress and model continues to be admired for her elegance, mystery, and artistic grace. Anne Archer, born August 24, 1947, delivered a powerful performance as Beth Gallagher in Fatal Attraction, 1987, when she was 40. At 78, she remains admired for her elegance and emotional depth on screen. Known for his rebellious charm, Johnny Depp, born June 9, 1963, first gained fame as Officer Tom Hansen in 21 Jump Street, 1987, when he was 24. Now 62, he remains one of Hollywood's most distinctive and creative performers. Shelley Long, born August 23, 1949, became a television icon as Diane Chambers in Cheers, 1982, when she was 33. Now 76, she is remembered fondly for her intelligence, humor, and timeless charm. At just 22, Kate Winslet captivated the world as Rose in Titanic, 1997. Born October 5, 1975, she is now 50 and continues to embody grace, strength, and authenticity both on and off screen. With wit and sophistication, Kevin Kline, born October 24, 1947, earned acclaim as Otto West in A Fish Called Wanda, 1988, when he was 41. At 78, he remains celebrated for his humor and refined artistry. Timothy Bottoms, born August 30, 1951, made his mark as Sonny Crawford in The Last Picture Show, 1971, when he was just 20. Now 74, he continues to be cherished as one of the defining actors of his generation. Born November 23, 1966, Vincent Cassel brought raw energy to his breakout role as Vince in La Haine, 1995, when he was 29. At 59, he remains a bold and captivating force in international cinema. Martha Keller, born January 28, 1945, delivered a gripping performance as Elsa Opal in Marathon Man, 1976, when she was 31. Now 80, she continues to inspire with her poise and dedication to art. Known for her beauty and versatility, Jane Seymour, born February 15, 1951, became unforgettable as Solitaire in Live and Let Die, 1973, when she was 22. Now 74, she remains admired for her grace and timeless charm. Lorette Spang McCook, born May 16, 1951, became a sci-fi favorite as Cassiopeia in Battlestar Galactica, 1978, when she was 27. At 74, she remains remembered fondly by generations of fans. Keanu Reeves, born September 2, 1964, became a cultural icon as Neo in The Matrix, 1999, when he was 35. Now 61, he remains one of the most beloved and humble stars in modern cinema. From disco floors to global stardom, John Travolta, born February 18, 1954, electrified audiences as Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever, 1977, when he was 23. Now 71, he remains a symbol of charisma and enduring appeal. Michael Keaton, born September 5, 1951, redefined the superhero genre as Bruce Wayne in Batman, 1989, when he was 37. Now 74, he remains admired for his versatility and sharp wit. With his commanding presence, Gabriel Byrne, born May 12, 1950, captivated audiences as Tom Regan in Miller's Crossing, 1990, at age 40. At 75, the Irish actor continues to impress with depth and quiet power. Marisa Tomei, born December 4, 1964, won Hearts and an Oscar for her role as Mona Lisa Vito in My Cousin Vinny, 1992, at age 28. Now 60, she continues to shine with charm and authenticity. At 95, Robert Wagner stands as one of television's enduring icons. Known for playing Jonathan Hart in Heart to Heart, 1979, he remains a symbol of timeless sophistication. Joan Van Ark, born June 16, 1943, rose to fame as Verlene Ewing in Dallas, 1978, when she was 35. Now 82, she remains a beloved name in television history. Known for his charisma, William Baldwin, born February 21, 1963, starred as Brian McCaffrey in Backdraft, 1991, when he was 28. Now 62, he continues to balance acting with humanitarian work. Shamar Moore, born April 20, 1970, brought energy and emotion to his role as Derek Morgan in Criminal Minds, 2005. At 55, he remains one of television's most admired leading men. With warmth and wit, Marlo Thomas, born November 21, 1937, became a trailblazer as Anne-Marie in That Girl, 1966, when she was 29. At 88, she continues to inspire through her humanitarian efforts. Marilu Henner, born April 6, 1952, became a household name as Elaine Nardo in Taxi, 1978, at age 26. Now 73, she is admired for her vibrant spirit and lifelong creativity. With unmatched charisma, Will Smith, born September 25, 1968, skyrocketed to fame as himself in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1990, when he was 22. Now 57, he remains one of Hollywood's most dynamic entertainers. Terry Hatcher, born December 8, 1964, stole the spotlight as Lois Lane in Lois and Clark, 1993, when she was 29. Now 60, she continues to embody strength and sophistication. With her radiant presence, Elizabeth Hurley, born June 10, 1965, became a 1990s sensation as Vanessa Kensington in Austin Powers, 1997, when she was 32. Now 60, she remains an icon of elegance and style. Starting her career as a child, Sherry Jackson, born February 15, 1942, charmed audiences as Andrea in Star Trek: The Original Series, 1966. Now 83, she remains a beloved face of classic television. Kate Jackson, born October 29, 1948, gained worldwide fame as Sabrina Duncan in Charlie's Angels, 1976, when she was 28. Now 77, she remains admired for her strength and intelligence on screen. Born March 1, 1946, Lana Wood made a lasting impression as Plenty O'Toole in Diamonds Are Forever, 1971, when she was 25. At 79, she remains cherished for her classic beauty and charisma. Colin Firth, born September 10, 1960, gave a deeply moving performance as King George VI in The King's Speech, 2010, when he was 50. Now 65, he remains one of Britain's most respected and graceful actors. With charm and vulnerability, Meg Ryan, born November 19, 1961, became America's sweetheart as Sally Albright in When Harry Met Sally, 1989, at 28. At 63, she remains a symbol of warmth and romantic grace. The legendary Gina Rowlands, born June 19, 1930, passed away on August 14, 2024, at 94. Her unforgettable role as Mabel Longhetty in A Woman Under the Influence, 1974, remains a cornerstone of cinematic artistry. Jim Carrey, born January 17, 1962, redefined comedy with his wild energy as Ace Ventura in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, 1994. Now 63, he's admired for his creativity and surprising depth. Annie Potts, born October 28, 1952, brought humor and heart to her role as Janine Melnitz in Ghostbusters, 1984, when she was 32. Now 73, she remains a fan favorite for her wit and warmth. At just 14, Sophie Marceau charmed the world in La Bohème, 1980, before becoming Princess Isabel in Braveheart, 1995. Born November 17, 1966, she's now 59 and continues to embody timeless elegance. Known for his charm and charisma, James Marsden, born September 18, 1973, took flight as Cyclops in X-Men, 2000, when he was 27. At 52, he continues to balance action and heartfelt storytelling. Greta Scacchi, born February 18, 1960, brought elegance and emotional depth to June Forsythe in The Forsyte Saga, 2002. Now 65, she remains a graceful and respected presence in film and television. The talented Carol Linley, born February 13, 1942, passed away on September 3, 2019, at 77. Best remembered as Nonny in The Poseidon Adventure, 1972, she left behind a legacy of grace and courage. With her golden hair and radiant smile, Farrah Fawcett defined 1970s television as Jill Monroe in Charlie's Angels, 1976. She passed away on June 25, 2009, age 62, leaving behind a legacy of beauty and strength. Robert Redford, born August 18, 1936, became a legend as the Sundance Kid in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, when he was 33. At 89, he remains a true icon of American cinema. Idris Elba, born September 6, 1972, gained worldwide fame as Stringer Bell in The Wire, 2002. Now 53, the British actor continues to impress with his strength, depth, and versatility. Known for her poise, Veronica Hamel, born November 20th, 1943, became unforgettable as Joyce Davenport in Hill Street Blues, 1981. Now 82, she remains a symbol of class and intelligence. Michelle Lee, born June 24, 1942, shined as Karen Mackenzie in Knots Landing, 1979, when she was 37. At 83, she's celebrated for her grace, talent, and enduring spirit. With charm and determination, Michelle Green, born February 3, 1962, became known for her role as Abby Perkins in L.A. Law, 1986. At 63, she continues to inspire with grace and poise. Leonardo DiCaprio, born November 11, 1974, rose to global fame as Jack Dawson in Titanic, 1997, when he was just 23. Now 51, he remains one of Hollywood's most respected and socially conscious stars. The legendary James Caan, born March 26, 1940, passed away on July 6, 2022, at age 82. Best known as Sonny Corleone in The Godfather, 1972, his strength and passion defined a generation of cinema. With unmatched intensity, Daniel Day-Lewis, born April 29, 1957, delivered a masterful performance as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood, 2007, when he was 50. At 68, he remains the epitome of artistic perfection. Ricky Schroeder, born April 13, 1970, won audiences' hearts at just 9 years old with The Champ, 1979. Now 55, he continues to be remembered as one of Hollywood's most endearing child stars. The graceful Virna Lisi, born November 8, 1936, passed away on December 18, 2014, aged 78. Known for her beauty and depth in How to Murder Your Wife, 1965, she left behind a legacy of elegance and artistry. Denzel Washington, born December 28, 1954, delivered a groundbreaking performance as Fevet Trip in Glory, 1989, earning his first Oscar at 35. Now 70, he remains a pillar of excellence in film. Born October 6, 1942, Britt Ekland captivated audiences as Mary Goodnight in The Man with the Golden Gun. 1974. Now 83, the Swedish actress remains a beloved figure of classic cinema. Known for her poise and empathy, Marina Sirtis, born March 29, 1955, became a sci-fi icon as Counselor Deanna Troi in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1987. Now 70, she remains cherished by fans worldwide. Susan Lucci, born December 23, 1946, reigned on daytime television as Erica Kane in All My Children, 1970. Now 78, she continues to be celebrated as the queen of soap operas. With his striking looks and charm, William Levy, born August 29, 1980, rose to fame in Sortilegio 2009 when he was 29. Now 45, he remains a favorite leading man of Latin television. John Cryer, born April 16, 1965, became a household name as Alan Harper in 2.5 Men, 2003, when he was 38. Now 60, he's admired for his humor and longevity in television. Linda Carter, born July 24, 1951, embodied heroism as Wonder Woman in Wonder Woman, 1975, when she was 24. At 74, she remains an enduring symbol of strength and grace. With passion and rhythm, Kevin Bacon, born July 8, 1958, danced into stardom as Ren McCormick in Footloose, 1984, when he was 26. Now 67, he remains a dynamic and beloved performer. Though time continues to pass, their light still shines across the sky of our memories. Every smile, every role remains a precious part of cinematic history. Thank you for joining StarTime USA in honoring these stars, who turned time into art and left behind a legacy that will live forever.